wrong, loser. The only thing inevitable here is my foot kicking your butt.
You want to know something? I gotta admit, Sega has been doing pretty damn good by me for these past few years. You got the Yakuza series, which has seen a massive surge in popularity with the likes of Yakuza 0, 6, and the 2 remakes that came out on PS4 and PC. They've been doing great by Atlas with everything involving Persona 5 and some of the other smaller projects that they work on. And we're also getting Shin Megami Tensei 5 later on in the future. Valkyria Chronicles 4, while I haven't beaten it just yet, is shaping out to be a great game from what I've played. And they're even bringing over IPs that were locked to Japan for the longest time over to the West. A few years ago, we got our first taste of the 7th Dragon series, and in the future, we're getting a Sakura Wars game. Now, those games apparently are supposed to be really big in Japan. And let's not forget about the Sega Genesis Mini. That thing is shaping up to be a great mini console that could potentially blow the SNES Mini out of the water.
And if you know me, I've always been on Camp Sega when it came to the 16-bit wars of the 90s.
I mean, shoot, even just last year, we got our first game in the Shining series in over a decade. Oh, and I don't know if you heard about this. It kind of went under a couple of people's radars. I don't know, but you know, we're finally getting Phantasy Star Online 2. It's coming to the West. We did it, boys. Let's go home. So, yeah, I have a lot of respect for Sega because they've been doing a lot of good. I remember a few years ago, Sega apologized for the dip in quality and stated that they want to be a brand of quality that the consumer can trust. Now, I, for one, can safely say that I'm a Sega fan, and I recognize all the good that they've done over the past 5 years. However, there are those who are going to disagree with me because of a way how a certain franchise has been treated. Everything I've mentioned, admittedly, is pretty niche. Now, some are getting some recognition in the mainstream, which is great, but most of the other games that I mentioned are catered to a, let's just say a very specific demographic. But you know what isn't niche? Sonic. He's an icon with a cool, recognizable design and a personality and attitude that resonates with millions of people, myself included. Games, cartoons, comics, he was even in 2 mainstream Disney movies. While he might not be as recognized as Mario, Sonic has left a massive impact on the industry that can still be felt to this day. He's had his ups and downs and all around, and even in the darkest of times for this franchise, there was always something to enjoy. There was always something to look forward to. Keyword was. So you might be wondering where exactly am I going with this, and why am I not working on the 3D Zelda retrospective? Well, first things first, I am working on it. It's a big project, and I've got a lot to say. It's going to take a lot of time. It's just, you got to give me some time on that, okay? I'm working on it. But secondly, Iizuka recently came out and talked about how the 30th anniversary for Sonic is going to be the next big year for the character. Okay. Alright, no, that's understandable. 30 years. That's a pretty big milestone. But to understand why myself and a handful of other people are kind of, peeved at this news, we're gonna take a quick stop down memory lane. So you got Sonic Adventure 2, that was Sonic's 10th anniversary game, and we got Sonic 06, which was the 15th anniversary game. In between those 2 games, we got Sonic Heroes, Sonic Advance 1, 2, and 3, Sonic Battle, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Sonic Rush. Now, there's a couple of stinkers in there, but that's a pretty solid lineup if you ask me. Now, let's look at the gap between Sonic's 15th anniversary and Sonic's 20th anniversary. So, from Sonic 06 to Sonic Generations. We got Sonic and the Secret Rings, 2 versions of Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic Rush Adventure, 2 versions of Sonic Colors, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity and Free Riders, Sonic 4 Episode 1, and the Sonic Rivals games on the PSP. Now, that's a bit of a mixed bag this time, but there's still a lot here for people to enjoy. Like, people like Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Colors, both versions I might add, and I might not see what makes Sonic and the Black Knight any good, but that game definitely has its fans. Not exactly great, but I struggle to call it bad, or rather, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. Next, let's take a look at Sonic's 20th to his 25th. So, from Sonic Generations over to Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. We got Sonic 4 Episode 2, 2 versions of Sonic Lost World, a mobile game you can't even play anymore, and that's about it. Seriously, am I missing something? No? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you ignore Sonic Boom and that fad, I mean, shoot, we didn't even get Sonic's 25th anniversary game on his anniversary. We got them a year late in 2017. Like, Excuse me, what's going on over there? Hello? So, to put everything into perspective, we're already talking about the 30th anniversary. So, from the span of 2017 to 2021, what did we get? Like, we got DLC for Sonic Mania and a decent kart racer. We got comics. Okay, no, I'm not gonna diss the comics. You know, they're pretty damn good. It's got great artwork. It's written like really well. Like, damn, but seriously, like, again, what the hell is going on over there? And you want to know something? This wouldn't even be so bad if the games that we've been getting have been great. Like, I like Sonic Lost World, don't get me wrong, but I understand why other people don't like it. I get why people fucking hate the game. Plus, just to add a bit of salt to this, the 3DS version of that game is the worst Sonic game I have ever played. I would rather play Sonic 06 10 times over that pile of hot garbage. Sonic Runners was fun, but then they got greedy with one of the updates and, oh, hey, lo and behold, the game is fucking dead. Yeah, you know, we got people trying to revive the game, but, you know, it's not official. Sonic Forces, I've talked about this game. I actually do like it, and I enjoy playing the game, but for one, it does a lot of shit that pisses me off, and two, this isn't exactly a game I can defend because all of the criticisms are completely justified. Oh, right, and the whole Sonic Boom thing definitely didn't help this franchise's reputation. You know, again, with some of the worst reviews since Sonic 06. All of this for a stupid fad that went nowhere. Izuka's over here talking about how the 30th anniversary is going to be like the next big year for Sonic, but does anyone else remember how 2014 was supposed to be the year of Sonic? Like, what a fucking joke. Now, look, the solution to this problem that we're having right now isn't to make more games. It's to make the games that we are getting worth the damn. It's quality over quantity. But the main issue that we're having is that we're getting neither. We're in another drought, and the games that we've been getting haven't been all of that great. Like, sure, Sonic Mania is the highest rated Sonic game since 2001. Trust me, the only reason why I know about that is because Sega and Sonic Team won't shut up about it. The people who worked on this game should be proud of what they did, and I'm not trying to take that away. And I probably would have loved the game if it wasn't another look back at ye old glory days and catered specifically towards one side of the fandom. I want to be excited for the 30th anniversary, but after what happened recently with Sonic Forces and just what's going on right now, I can't be anymore. Now keep in mind, you know, before Sonic Forces, the only other console mainline Sonic game that we got was Sonic Lost World in 2013. We waited 4 years for Sonic's big return, and what did we get? We got a shallow game that can be beaten in 2 hours, forced nostalgia pandering, a flat, undercooked story that reeks of wasted potential, all with linear and automated level design. We waited 4 years for this, and apparently 3 of those 4 years of development was used building the new engine. Well, guess what? I'm not impressed. I mean, this game doesn't look bad, it can actually look pretty good at times, but it doesn't feel next gen, you know? I don't get the impression that they were using the current technology that we have to its fullest potential. It feels like as if they didn't even try. Team Sonic Racing. You know what? I actually like this game quite a bit. I think it's pretty damn good. I actually have a lot of fun with it. But when you look at the content that's in Crash Nitro Fueled, you know, that one remake of a racing game, there's no excuse for Team Sonic Racing to come up short. Like, that game has fully animated cutscenes, and there are way more characters and racetracks than there is in TSR. But what does TSR have?
Big, just because somebody gives you something nice doesn't mean that they're nice. If Eggman offered me a cookie, I wouldn't eat it, because I'd be pretty sure that there was something wrong with the cookie.
Eggman has cookies? I want one.
No, Big. Eggman doesn't have cookies. It was a metaphor.
Is a metaphor a kind of cookie? I'm confused.
We know, Big. We know.
What the fuck is this? Like, no, seriously, who the fuck has been writing these games? Get them out of here! Get the guy who writes the comics! Those are actually really damn good! Make him write the games! It's clear as day that they have no idea what makes these characters likable. So, instead of Sonic being cool, we get Sonic being a complete asswipe. Tails is all talk, but he's just a little shithead at the end of the day. Amy likes to constantly remind you that she's a girl. Knuckles is just an idiot and nothing more. Like, do they even care? I don't think they do. I'm sorry, but these games aren't worth the wait, and I am through defending them. Izuka talking about the 30th anniversary really put this all into perspective for me. it's completely possible that we won't see another core Sonic game until the next generation of consoles. And the only Sonic games that we got in this current generation was Sonic Mania, Sonic Forces, and Team Sonic Racing. Like, no, I'm sorry, that's kind of fucking pathetic. Now put aside your opinions of these games for just a moment and really ask yourself, do any of these games feel like as if they are pushing the envelope? If you were to ask me, in my honest opinion, I don't think they do. I'm sorry. And if you want proof that something is horribly wrong with this franchise, take a look at this. This is something that the Sonic Twitter posted earlier this year, and it's the biggest fucking joke I've seen all year. So you know what? No. Let's take a look at this this racing around the world in 2019 with Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh man, this is gonna be good. So we got right here their advertising DLC that came out last year for a game that came out 2 years ago. Okay, yeah, jerking off Sonic Mania. That's to be expected. Oh, we got a feature film coming. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's totally gonna be good. Oh, we got the 30th anniversary in 2021. That's not 2019, but whatever. They have their social media here. You know, the one that goes, oh, pick the cat, Sonic 06, Rise the Lyric. Yeah, true pioneers of comedy. Yeah, I love it. Ooh, new content in development. Ah, yes, new content. You want to tell us a little more about it? Fuck it. I'm sure we'll learn about it until, like, 5 or 6 years from this point. So, yeah. This is what they're flaunting in 2019. You want to notice something funny about this image? I mean, first of all, they didn't advertise the comics, which, again, I gotta say this because apparently they won't fucking say it. The comics are pretty damn good and worth their fucking money, but they won't tell you. But you want to know what's even better than this? Besides everything I just mentioned, they didn't even bring up the game that came out this year. Like, why aren't you marketing your stupid fucking games? Like, oh no, let's talk about how Sonic Mania is a sequel to Jesus Christ himself. Wow. You're not even marketing your game that came out less than 2 months ago. You got the fucking Team Sonic Racing animation. Those were good. Those were actually kind of cute. I liked those things, but why aren't you talking about it? Who made this? They get fired. I'm gonna fire them right now. I'll be right back. And if you remember earlier this year, Iizuka was talking about how he wanted to remake Sonic Adventure. And it's like, well, if this is what we're waiting another 4 or 5 years for, then this better be the best damn remake of all time. It better blow Crash and Spyro out of the goddamn water. But you know something? I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. No more hammed up voice, no more funny, goofy yelling or anything. I'm just going to be completely real with you guys. Because a lot of that was, it was true, but it was exaggerated a little bit. But I think I'm done being invested in this series. Like, I'm sure Iizuka wanted to get people excited for the 30th anniversary, but if anything, it made me realize that I don't want to be invested in this anymore. It got old, and it's not worth it. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to just stop playing the games that I love. Sonic games make up some of my favorite games, and I love these characters. Not these ones, these ones. And look, if the game looks good, then I'll give it a shot. I've never been a fan of the Mario franchise, but if there's a game that I think looks pretty good, then I'll pick it up. It's sad to see this franchise. This one had, like, one of the biggest impacts on my childhood. It's sad to see it become what it is today. I mean, none of these games are Sonic 06 levels of bad, but they don't need to be, and these games aren't as good as they can be. It feels like as if they're being held back by someone. Now, I've heard people defend Sonic Mania, saying that the reason why it has so many reused levels is because, oh, Iizuka demanded it, or, oh, Iizuka fought against it, but Sega demanded it. But my thing is that I don't care who's to blame. At the end of the day, we got a very safe, a very one-sided game. If the game that we had all original zones, or even better, if it ditched the retro look and went with something like we saw in the opening, then that would be completely different. I will be singing a completely different tune. Like Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends did this, so what's Sonic's excuse? Oh yeah, because we gotta pander to those classic Sonic fans. Oh, it's all about that 2D Sonic. That's all that really matters anymore. Again, sounds like a joke, but that's honestly what it feels like. I'm just tired of all of the nostalgia. I'm tired of the bad writing. I'm tired of the Twitter page treating this franchise like a joke. Like, instead of marketing your game, we're just gonna have Eagle Raptor sing a song about Big the Cat because it's Eagle Raptor. Oh, he hates Sonic, and oh, he's singing a song about Big the Cat. Get it? Because it's Big the Cat. It's bad, huh? I'm sorry, but that's not funny. It's like, he's being that one guy who points at a game that you don't like and goes, "Hey, look, it's your favorite game!" Oh! And I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't like that game. What's the joke? What's the punchline? What's the point? That's not funny. That's obnoxious. Nah, honestly, who am I to say what's obnoxious? Am I right, fellas, or am I right? Up top. The point is that I just feel as if the people involved in making and promoting these games just don't care anymore. The writers don't care. The people making these games don't seem to care. The people who are supposed to be promoting these games sure as shit don't care. So, if they don't care, why should I?